In this tutorial, we're going to look at the design settings within the Mobelio interface. And this is where you change the colors and upload the logo of your mobile website that you're building. So the first thing we're going to look at is the logo option, and then we'll look at the theme settings here to see what we can create here as far as colors go and how we can easily change things for your brand of business. So first off, the logo. Now, to display a logo in the header of your mobile website, you need to upload this from your computer. So you need to download the logo of your business or whatever you want to display here so that you can upload it. So we upload this from file. So when we click upload, it'll take you through to the file. We can then go through and find the logo we want to upload, select it, and it will upload automatically for us, as we can see here with the Mobelio logo. Now we have the option when we upload the logo to change the size of it. So if you want to make it really small, you can do. If you want to make it full width, again, that's easily done as well by making it 100%. I'm going to make it just smaller than full width here, around 90%, and that looks great there. So when you upload a logo, the first thing you need to do is save settings. That will let you know that this is saved in there. If you need to change it in the future, you want to change the logo out, click change, or if you want to remove it, you just simply click remove, and it will remove the logo from your mobile website. Now the theme settings here are what we use to change the colors of the actual site, the overall colors. And what we can change here is the header and footer area, okay? The background area which is what appears behind the widgets, and the buttons as well, which is what you see here. But all of these options here are interchangeable, and you can change these to look however you want them to look. Now, we do have some pre-designed colors at the top here that you can simply click to change. As we can see, we've got pre-designed red, we've got a green here, we've got an orange, we've got a purple, we've got a white, and we've also got a creamy yellow color as well. So we do have some pre-designed theme colors that you can simply come and select here if you want to choose one of those ones, if one of those does match your brand. If they don't, you can customize your own. So the first option here is the header and footer area. Now what you'll see here is we've got two options of colors, and this is what is called a gradient. So if we change the red here first on the left part of the header, you'll notice it's the top end of both the header and the footer that's changed color there. To change it to the same color, we'd need both to be the same color as we see there. Now you can change these to whatever you want, and as we can see, as you're dragging around here, you can see the color changing over on the mobile phone image, so you can see how it looks to find the right color for your business. Now in my case here, red doesn't look the best with my particular logo, so I'm going to go with something of a grey color here, just a really light grey color. Okay, try and get something similar around there, and that kind of looks really nice with our logo. The footer also displays really well there as well. So that's the header and footer option. Now you also have a pattern option here as well, where you can actually choose a footer pattern. It will put a very small and faint pattern behind the header and footer in this case, or any of the other areas you choose. Now you can set this to blank if you don't want to have a pattern behind, and by default it will be blank, but we do have these different patterns here that you may want to play around with, as it may set off the design element of your website really nicely. So have a play around with those. So that's the header and footer area, and that's what that changes. Now the background area, again, exactly like the header and footer in the way it's set up, but again, this changes the actual background. So we can see where I'm changing here is the actual background, and this is where the widgets are displayed over the top of. So again, you want to be changing this to match whatever you want to create with your site and your brand. You know, the light grey is really nice there. You could match it up to the header and footer easily. One easy way of doing this is to copy the actual colors you've already got from the header and footer area, and then again copy that into here to make sure you get the exact same color, as we can see there. So you can match up colors really well by copying. Again, we have the pattern option here as well, so you can set a pattern on the background of your site as well, or again select blank if you want to leave that blank as default. So that's the background area of your site. The other area of our site is the buttons. Now, the buttons area is what we see here, and most widgets that have a button will take the settings you set up from here. So we've got the button widget here, the menu widget's the same, we've got the accordion widget here, the restaurant menu, the get directions button of your Google Map widget. All of these will take whatever you set up here and display those as you set them up. So again, it's set up in exactly the same way, so you can just change the colors on the fly, so you can see exactly what you're changing them to. So if I try and master some form of blue, like our logo here, you can see how you can start to match up the mobile site to your brand very, very quickly. So the regular option of the buttons here is what you see on the site, such as what we see there. The hover colour is when we hover over the button, you'll see it turns back to the grey colour. This is this colour here, so if you want to change the hover, you can change it to the same colour so it doesn't change colour, or you can change it to whatever you want there, and that's what's going to happen when people hover. And we've also got the option to change the text colour as well. We've got white there, which works really well, but if you find white doesn't work for your particular colour of buttons and you can't really see the text that well, you can come in here and change the actual button text to whatever you want. It works really, really well for white for me, so I'm going to leave that the same. And again, for the text hover, when you hover over on a button, if you change the text hover, that's going to change with the hover button as well on the live site. Didn't there, but it does on the live site. So I'm going to leave that the same though. White is perfect for me. Now we also have the option to change the font color as well. And we've got lots of different fonts you can choose. Sorry, not the font color, the font style. We just looked at the font colors. So you can change the actual font style of your buttons here to match your brand and whatever your brand font is. We've got lots of different options in there. I'm going to leave mine as Trebuchet just as the example here. We also have the ability to turn the text shadow off and on as well. So as you can see, we've got the shadow on there, so it's kind of a more thicker button style, but we can turn that off again so it takes that edge off of the actual font style there. So those are the different elements within the design settings and how you can change the color of your mobile site, load your own logo, and have everything looking exactly like your brand looks. That's how easy that is to do. Once we've finished, you just click Save Settings. You'll get a notification that those have been saved, and to make these live on your site, you simply click Publish All Changes, and that will make all changes you've just made live on your live mobile website.